Good evening and welcome back to Be Rich. Today, as we speak, Warren Buffett would have started his first live meeting after 2 year COVID break. In 2 years, both the meetings have been virtual and Warren Buffett has not met anybody substantial. Recently, he did an interview with Charlie Loss where he says he is not able to read as fast as he would wish. He is not able to perform math as well as he would like, and sometimes he forgets. He says that has not got down his ability to do his job. Warren Buffett is the chairman and CEO of Berkshire Hathaway. Berkshire Hathaway is one of the biggest conglomerates in the world. It has at its core a huge insurance operation. Apart from that, it owns several utilities and one of the largest railroad networks in America, Burlington. It has several other businesses, retailing in furniture and also jewelry. The businesses are too large and many to be counted. Of course, everybody remembers Seas Candies and how he acquired them. Since he has collected a disparate set of businesses, which are all profitable, and he runs a utility business in which he supplies powers to major American states and also a railroad network. He has a plenty of free cash flow. But most of his free cash flow is generated from his huge insurance business as well as reinsurance business, which is run by his long term ally Ajit Jain. He also has two people, Greg Abel and another person, help him run his insurance businesses to help him manage his investments, one of whom is Tedcom. It is now very clear Greg Abel, who runs all the non insurance businesses of Berkshire Hathaway, will now be the next CEO of Berkshire. The chairman of Berkshire will be Howard Buffett, who's the son of Warren Buffett. He will not have an executive role. But for all this to take place, Warren must retire or must pass on. But he seems to be in good spirits and great health at the age 91, still very eager to do deals. He has a cash pile of $144 billion in cash and cash equivalents, which can be encashed anytime. But even as we speak, he is generating more free cash flow and the cash is accumulating on his balance sheets. He has so far invested in three major companies this year. He has agreed to buy Alchemy, a company that mirrors Berkshire Hathaway, an insurance operation which has investments in several companies. Also, he's made a big purchase in a petroleum company called Occidental Insurance, and he has warrants which can help him acquire more stocks at a particular price. In a surprise move, which also I discussed in this channel, he made an investment of more than $4 billion in a server and inkjet manufacturer Hewlett and Packard. There is now growing pressure from CalPERS, a large California-based pension fund manager, and a group of other investors, especially Vanguard, which is a passive fund, and BlackRock, to ask him to separate the two functions of CEO and chairman. They want him to hold only one position and they want a non executive chairman. This would make the board independent of the company and thus bring in greater supervision. This is exactly what Warren Buffett has said in his plan. But since he built this company from scratch and he's considered the best person to run this company, in 2022, as the index has fallen by more than 10%, Berkshire Hathaway has gained 10%. So basically, he has trounced the S&P 500 by 20% so far this year. Between 1960s, when he started this company, and to 2000, he grew his wealth at 20%, while the Standard & Poor 500 index returned 10%. This means his stock price has outperformed the S&P index by more than two times. There have been times since 2000 when he has underperformed the market, especially in the great tech boom, because he had not invested in tech stock. Similar noises were made then that Buffett had lost his touch. but the boom bust and Buffett was proved to be right. Similarly, now there is pressure growing on him to quit his either his chairman post or the CEO post, but he has indicated that he would not do both. Some of the funds have forced him to say that he should have given greater exposure in his balance sheets exposure, and he must disclose what they have done for in terms of climate change. They want to know exactly how much Buffett and his company are affecting climate change. But both these resolutions will be soundly defeated when it comes up for vote. It is very clear that the Berkshire board has asked all the shareholders to vote against this proposal. Warren himself owns 32% of Berkshire Hathaway. His longtime associate Charlie Munger owns 2% of it. And there are a lot of individual shareholders and fund managers who remain loyal to Buffett. So this vote will fail by a big margin. But the fact is that there are more and more growing voices that demand that Warren quit. This is ludicrous because he has delivered enormously profitable results for individual investors. The only question is whether has he done enough to plan for his succession. That only time can tell us. Thank you for watching. Be rich. If you like this video, kindly hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell notification. If you do not turn on the bell notification, you will not be notified every time we put out a video. If you like the content, kindly consider sharing with your friends and relatives. I have written 2 books in English, The Alchemy of Money and Ordinary Stocks, Extraordinary Profits. These books are published by us and are ready. If you want to procure a copy, send us a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would respond to you. If you want an Amazon Kindle copy, you can click the link below. Finally, those who wish to consult with me can send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. Once again, I thank you for your support.